Hello my loves and welcome back. And if you're new here, then thank you for joining me and giving me a try. So today I want to talk about bird dog again. Quite often when we think about a yoga pose or a yoga movement may be more appropriate for this one, we think about there being only one way to do something, and that is not true really of anything in life, right? There's always more than one way. And in bird dog, we do a movement. We take the opposite arms and legs out. So we come onto all fours. We take the opposite arm and leg and extend them out. And then we can stay here. We can focus on balance and strength, or we can draw the elbow and knee in and lengthen out. Or we can do it this way. Draw the elbow and knee in and lengthen out. Here's the question. Which one is right? And if you think it's a trick question, well done. It depends on your goal and your purpose of the movement. One is a movement based in mobility, and one is a movement based in stability. Mobility, stability, two different things, and you want to use each one depending on what you're wanting to work. If you're wanting to work into spinal mobility, then you want to do the one where you're doing a little bit of cat and cow with that movement, with the bird dog. If you want to work on core strength and core stability and that stabilization of your trunk, you want to work on keeping everything from the head to the hips stable and only moving the arms and the legs. So come onto all fours and try both and feel the difference. So if you're not sure on how to do bird dog, then I've got a suggestion video for you to watch right here. But come on to all fours and let's take the left leg back and the right arm forward. So again, we're taking this opposite arm and leg, this contralateral extension here, pushing the back heel back, that left heel back, toes down to the floor. The foot is only lifted hip height, right arm reaching forward. Maybe the biceps level with the ear. Core is stable here and contracted. It's a position of strength. And then keep everything from the crown of the head to your hips stable and draw the elbow and the knee in. And then extend all the way back. Draw the elbow and the knee in and extend. We'll do one more. It takes quite a lot of focus and control. Pause, release, relax. That is the stabilization and strength variation. And I'm going to use the word variation because that's what they are. There is no one way of doing anything. Now, if we think about that, the next variation is going to be mobility. So come onto all fours, and then we're going to do the same side. Take your left leg back, take your right arm forward, and this time, as your elbow and knee come in, tuck in your chin, look towards your knee as you bring the knee in, and as you extend, lengthen forward. So now, as I draw the knee in, I'm rounding through my lumbar spine, and as I extend, I'm having a little bit of extension. The spine itself is moving. Okay, do one more and then come to rest. So which one feels better? They might both feel fine. But here's the thing, they both have a purpose in your practice. So if you're warming up your practice, it's a great way to incorporate some movement of the shoulder, of the knee, of the hip, and the spine to warm up this way with mobility, because you want to bring some movement in all of the joints. You want movement of all of the joints in your warm-up. There's the caveat, right? However, or the big but. However, if you are working planks, core strength, core stability, or you're doing any other kind of balance work, maybe you want to work on the stabilization variation where you are working on the elbow and the knee not touching, because this is the big difference that I always like to think about here. The elbow and the knee don't really touch in this version because your gaze is looking down here towards the front of your mat. You're kind of stabilizing here. The elbow and knee won't be able to touch because as soon as you bring these things in, you're losing the stabilization of your core. So this is more of a strength and stabilization exercise. And then pause and take the mobilization variation. So I'm going to ask you to do both because they both serve different purposes. I would suggest doing the mobilization version first, the one where the elbow and the knee come in to connect, and then the other variation where your spine doesn't move, and do that version afterwards. If you're going to do both, that would be the order that I would do them in. The mobilization is your warm-up, the stabilization is your workout. Both are completely valid depending on your goals. All right, my loves, I hope that helped give you a little bit of insight into why both variations of this exercise are completely valid. You don't have to pick and choose, you can do both. They both serve a purpose. One is your warm-up, one is your workout. If you enjoyed this video and you found it useful and maybe you got a little bit of insight into the fact that you maybe thought you were doing something right or wrong, but you just didn't realize you were doing it for a specific reason, then leave me a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. And remember, my loves, that karma is only a bitch if you are. So be nice, be kind, and be the change that you want to see in the world.